Hey guys, happy December. We've finally made it to the best month for movies ever in the entire year. Um, I'm so excited. I already have tickets for a few movies that I've been wanting to see all year, and they're finally here. So definitely gonna be a month full of movies because it's the best month. And kicking things off with Knives Out. This isn't a movie that I was particularly looking forward to. I saw the trailer, it was interesting, very similar to a few years ago, I think maybe 2, 3 years ago, when Murder on the Orient Express came out. I wasn't too excited. I've never been a fan of, murder mystery films like that, just because I feel like you figure them out rather quickly. But it got excellent reviews, and I do look at the ratings. I don't necessarily read into a lot of the reviews before I watch it. I do read them after I've watched it, but I don't necessarily look at the reviews. I just look at the score on Rotten Tomatoes, and that's usually a good indicator of whether or not it's going to be worth my time. Doesn't mean I'm not going to watch it, just means now I know what I'm in for. And it had really good reviews, so I was looking forward to seeing it and seeing what the hype was about. Overall, it's entertaining, it's funny, the cast is charming. You've got Chris Evans, you've got Jamie Lee Curtis, you've got just like an all-star cast. Not that Chris Evans is like top notch, but but he's beautiful, so but you have this cast, and they're all like, it's a very eclectic cast as far as like the projects that they've done, but they really do feel and look like a family when they're together. And so it was very believable in that sense. And there was you didn't really have to buy into anything like, oh well, that would have never happened, or this is ridiculous, or anything like that. The elements of the movie were very grounded in reality, and so it never felt like you were just giving into some cheesy murder mystery that was, woe is me, my husband is dead, and I don't know, you know what I mean? It was very very well thought out, very well written. There was no cheesy dialogue. It was actually really funny, which I didn't expect, because the trailer itself didn't look like it was gonna be funny at all. And Daniel Craig, he is Southern, like he's half Southern or something. He does this accent so well, and he's done it before too in the film that he did with Channing Tatum and Adam Driver, who is just the best. That's another movie coming out this month. Well, it's already out on Netflix actually, A Marriage Story, and that's on my list to watch hopefully this weekend, because I've waited way too long for that one. It was in theaters first, in select theaters, and I honestly didn't really see it in any theaters. I check my theaters probably every week, I'd say, so as often as possible, and I didn't see it in any theaters near me. It probably was somewhere in the city, I'm sure, because usually when they say select theaters, it always includes somewhere in New York. But I didn't see it in any theaters near me, so I don't know where else it would have been. Probably in like Brooklyn or somewhere. But it is now on Netflix. It's on my list. Gonna watch it. There are a few great Netflix films that are out this month as well. But anyway, back to Knives Out. Great cast, great story. Is it 100% shocking? Not entirely, but there are enough twists and turns to keep you guessing, where you're not going to figure out the entire film in the first 20 minutes. And even when you feel like the truth is revealed to you, it still has more twist. And so, and that's not really giving anything away. I mean, I guess spoiler alert, but it's not really giving anything away because it's a murder mystery. So obviously there are going to be different turns that take place, and you're going to be led to think something, but really something else is going on. Yeah, I have no complaints. Great acting. Chris Evans plays a bit of a snot, and it's really interesting because he's played roles like that before Captain America. So it was really funny to see him in a role like that again, and kind of going back to his like, that like a high school jerk kind of character. So very interesting, very funny. Catherine Langford, I think is her name, the girl from 13 Reasons Why. And she does great. There's so many supporting roles in this that it's like they don't have a whole lot to say, but they're great actors. I was talking to my friend and he noticed that Joseph Gordon-Levitt is also in the film, and he is in the credits when but he has a blink and you miss it performance. But it's just kind of a testament to when you can have roles that are so minuscule, played by these incredible actors. It's, it's a pretty good cast. So yeah, all in all, I'd say definitely a solid 8.3. I wouldn't say 8.5 because that's a little bit too generous. I would have loved to have more in the way of like music, transitions, things like that, which I think, they're minor things, but they add up. And when you see a film that does all of those things correctly and it's flawless and seamless, it makes you realize it when other films don't do that. And I know that that wasn't the point, and maybe they didn't care about the artistic appeal and all of that stuff, which is fine. But for me, that would be my score, would be like an 8.3, almost an 8.5, but not quite. But definitely check it out, especially if you're just looking for a fun film to watch on a Friday night. It's not gonna make you think too hard. You're not gonna be like, scratching your head at the end of it. It's smart enough. It's not gonna be like The Big Short or anything like that, but it's definitely entertaining and well made. So that's the first movie of December. So excited for all the other movies coming out this month, and I'll definitely be catching you guys up on that. So